Welcome, Taurus, to your mid-month reading for May. Happy birthday, Taurus. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. This reading will be from the 14th through the 20th. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Getting straight in here. Best message. Best message. What do we have going on in mid-month? Six of Cups, memories of love. Someone stepping in from your past. Old friend, old love, old relationship. Could even be a family member you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe you had some kind of falling out with them and they're coming back. However, this is indicating some kind of, you may even just be some kind of an acquaintance that you kind of run into at the grocery store. Although it could even resurrect some kind of loving images from days gone by. How about that? Does this person in these happy, forgotten moments or these innocent childhood memories encouraging you to recall and welcome the energy of love? So there could be some support, some kind of dedication, unity, balance. What is it that's going on here? We have to see if this is from a, however it is, it's going to get you nostalgic and it's going to kind of give you the feeling. I can feel that. Oh gosh. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is that a, oh my gosh, good thing? Or a, oh gosh, no. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh goodness, give us the situation. Best situation. Bringing on a new beginning. So it definitely does feel like it could be some kind of rekindling of something. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. Look at that. It's bringing in some kind of light. It's almost, so it's definitely the, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. Oh, exciting. Okay. Now clarifying on this situation. At hand. No, there's no disruption going on over here. If this person had to leave because they had some kind of disruption, or you had to leave because you had some kind of disruption, yeah, disruption in the past, that could be a part of those nostalgic feelings. Like, I remember when you left because the crap hit the fan, something happened. They're coming back with no disruptions at all. It's like everything that was going on at that time when they left is over and done with. It could have been years ago. Could have been months ago. Take it how it resonates. With the new beginnings, the awareness is actually upside down, though. So it's kind of interesting. So let's pull some more cards to see why. Having the authority, not wanting to take any kind of leap of faith at this time. So it kind of feels like you're kind of in your own authoritative place right now. You got a lot going on anyways. One way or another. So even though it's kind of this moment, you're not, if it's a love relationship, you're not going to just, don't feel like you're going to just jump in their arms. Now you might, for some of you, feel emotionally like I want to jump in their arms, but you're holding back, right? And this is because you know who you are and where you're standing, and you're kind of in your own front seat right now, right? You're definitely the driver of your own vehicle. And it just feels like, I wouldn't say so much like, why now? Because I got so much stuff going on. It could be for some of you, but for a lot of you, it's more like I'm kind of in control of my own thing, and I feel like I kind of have I just feel like I have my own thing kind of going on right now. Even if you're single. Now, like I said, it doesn't mean you don't have this feeling and this nostalgic feeling going through you because of the sun over here, which is the light, where you just want to reach out, grab them, and maybe pull them close, you know what I mean? If that kind of love relationship. If it's an old friend, the disruptions and stuff like that, maybe, you know, there was kind of some toxic activity going on if you guys were younger, you know what I mean? They're not doing that stuff anymore, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, so if you're thinking that maybe, oh gosh, you know, like you're so happy, but then there's this thing in the back of your head, like, God, I hope they still aren't doing the things that we used to do back in the day. You see what I'm saying? Any kind of toxic, like, you know, going out partying all the time or something, and you're like, I don't do that, right? And it could be vice versa. But you know, and that's just because you're your own superior. So the leap of faith and the self-sacrifice that you have going on right now is almost kind of like, well, I hope they don't ask me to go out partying, or I hope that they, you know, because I'm not doing any of that right now. I've got other things going. So you're not going to self-sacrifice anything that's not needed. See what I'm saying? But you're not fully aware right now of, do they party still? Are they still that person? That's what I'm trying to say. You're not fully aware of how are they doing. You know, I want to stay up all night and get drunk and feel like we're 21, right? I know I don't. I don't know about you guys. Maybe some of you do. You know, if you're already 21, then it's like, woo, you know. Not me. Yeah, I'm done. So the thought is like, oh my God, that's tiring. Okay, guys. You know? Like, yeah. Not anymore. I've already seen my days, okay? Okay, guys. So, yeah, but you're not defending anything. You don't have to feel like you're in a defensive mode. Why do I feel like when this ended, you were kind of in a defensive mode? Like maybe you didn't want it to end the way it was. Maybe you even kind of ghosted them because of something, or I don't know. But however it is, you don't feel like you're in a challenge mode or having to defend anything at this time like maybe you did at one time. Something went down that you actually did feel like you had to kind of build maybe your own boundaries and boundary lines when you left. Maybe you didn't like it, you know. Yeah, see, it says for a lot of you, you had a tower moment then. And so where the tower used to be, but see, it's like you let this all go, and it's kind of crazy because it feels like it's coming back. Guys, you guys gonna have an early Mercury retrograde? Come on. No. So it just feels like where the tower has kind of fallen, but you feel the light. So it's like everything is light and different. So you're not feeling like you did when this all went down. Okay. It could have been a Scorpio that went down this way. It didn't go down good. There was it could even have been a lot of burning bridges. Maybe they threw you under the bridge, but you've let all that go, and it just feels like, hey, maybe you just had a lot of rough times, right? But you're just kind of moderately just kind of chilling over here. You're not putting full force in here. See, because if you were, you'd have the self-sacrifice, and you'd be like I said, just kind of jumping all over the place. So you're using a lot of control and a lot of authority to not jump in this person's arms or not jump back into something that you're not sure. So you're just kind of moderately kind of chilling and just being patient with the situation. So you're kind of walking up to them kind of, you know, your mind might be like, eh, but you're just like, hey, what's up? But immediately they put you on a pedestal. Immediately. So I just want you to know, as soon as they get back to, let's just say like headquarters, home, wherever they are, where they're talking to this other person, they're like, oh my gosh, and you'll never guess who I met at the store. And they look amazing. And yada yada, and then they're putting you way up high on this pedestal. It's kind of cool in its own way, but it can be kind of bad because then that means that if you did do something wrong, then you'd be looked down upon, right? For sure. So they were just like, oh my gosh, and you should see how they're dressed, and they must be rich, and they have this and that, and they're like putting you way up here like you're just like the biggest reward ever, right? And they're totally telling somebody else all about this, and you're really unaware of how they're putting you up on a pedestal, on how they're really boosting you up behind your back. But I will tell you one thing. It's a lot nicer for what's in our lives, you know what I mean, to be boosted and put it up into a higher category than to have them to go, oh my God, and then start talking shit behind your back. So this one's actually a nice one. But there's also bad things, though, about a pedestal, because if they think you're rich or they think something about you that's not true, then they have to try to get that out of their head, you know, that's, you know, that they put you way up here. So it's going to leave not much room for you to have any kind of disappointments, right? So, I mean, you burp or something, they're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you burped. Like, why would you burp? Because they're making you into some, like, Queen of England or something. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be harder to have flaws. Anytime they put you too high on a pedestal because they're making you, like, into a king or a god or something. Where you could do no wrong. But, you know, guys, I think, though, this person has thought this way about you before, because it would be very strange to me that they would just run into you and act like this. So there was something, even though the crap hit the fan last time, they still thought very highly of you. No one just comes and is like, oh my God, and they're the best person on this planet. I just adore them. They had to have adored you to begin with, whether you could get along or not. So to them, it just feels like that's the feeling. That's an old way of doing something from their point of view, right? This is what they do. This is how they see you no matter what. And this probably hurt a lot when this went down, whatever happened. For some of them, maybe they went to jail. Just saying. Went to prison? I don't know. The tower? Were they Rapunzel? You know, I'm just saying, right? But seriously, and now they're out. I mean, because I see jail, so it could have been they went to jail. Whatever it is, they moved. However it is, it hurt them that this all ended this way. It probably hurt you too. But you're not traveling towards them the way I think they want you to travel back to them. And you know, it's kind of funny because since they have you so high on this pedestal over here and you could do no wrong, you know, like I said, you're not really going to travel back towards this person the way they might think that you are. Wow. No, because even though you have all this love and all this stuff for them deep within yourself, within your memories, I'm sorry, it's kind of staying in the memories. You don't have the emotional attachment at this, maybe not at this time, maybe you were done. You do not have the emotional attachment to them the way maybe you did before, but they surely do. Maybe some of you already have someone else. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you're married. Maybe you have someone else. Maybe you already have another best friend. You know, maybe they did something to make you all go to jail. You know what I mean? The past, you never know what goes on there. You know, we all have our own learning abilities. But it's also because you feel like you're getting the Wheel of Fortune. There's nothing, you know, for me, it feels like there's really nothing there. Everything that was there, it's already there. But you do have some kind of nostalgic connection, right? There's a difference between having a nostalgic connection to where you want to jump in their arms because it's like, oh my God, it's you. But then actually for today, actually thinking when you get home, oh, I couldn't really do that though. It doesn't work. That does not work within my scenario. But God, you know, God, I love them, or God, I remember, you know, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work for today. Now, you have way too many other things going on. Just way too many things. And, you know, it's kind of crazy because, you know, I would like to know what they are doing, because it's kind of like they're telling two stories. It's like, this is what they're doing, and then this is what you're doing. But I would actually like to know, using another deck of cards, you know, what do they think about this situation, right? Because obviously, they think you're the cat's meow. And I believe they always have thought that way. And you probably know that, though, too. So for a lot of you, I think that you know that that's already the situation at hand. It wouldn't be anything new. If anything, it would be like, wow, I can't believe they still feel that way. You see what I'm saying? After all these years. That's the crazy thing. And it says, though, that there's this unawareness that they don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? That this isn't going to work. Yeah, if this is love, you're not taking them back. You don't have that kind of love for them. There's a love, but I'm not. Let's put it this way. I will always love this person, but I'm not in love with you. There's two different kinds of loves, my friends. You can always keep love through the memories and always love this person, but being in love with someone is so different than having love for you. And this is what they're unaware of. They're unaware. See, they probably think, oh, because they'll always love me. That's right, I will always love you, but I'm not in love with you. Because maybe now I'm in love with Aries. Maybe now I'm in love with Taurus. Maybe I'm in love with Pisces. So what they're not understanding is that the tower there is going to give them another kind of tower, because they are going to try to push this friendship, push this to the next limit. They do. They want the blessing with you. And, some of them, they might even have kids, and they'll be like, and this is my daughter, and this is my son, right? So some of them might even have kids. Some of them might even live on a ranch. Some of them are divorced. But they want you to kind of join and be with their family and try to intervene within their homestead and within their life through the sun. And, it's like, oh, and you have kids and I have kids and our kids can totally hang out together. And you're like, no, I really don't want to. You're a great person. I love you to death, but I'm not in love with you. There it is. I'm not in love with you. I've separated myself for other things. Like I said, some of you have an Aries. And you're manifesting and you're moving towards what you really are passionate about in life. And it's been so long that this person doesn't really fit inside your category over here, guys. And in fact, I don't even think, it's kind of like they don't really fit. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't fit. You guys ever watch the movie The Banger Sisters? It's one of my favorite movies. It's got Goldie Hawn and somebody. Can't remember the other girl's name, but it doesn't matter. The point is, in The Banger Sisters, they were the bestest friends ever. They were little party girls. They went to concerts all the time. The one girl gets married, has a family. The other one's still a banger. She's still a banger sister. She's still out doing concerts. Doesn't have a family. Doesn't have anything. They don't fit in the same world. They're two different people. Now, in the end, they had a great time, right? And they ended up having a good time, and crazy things happened that even made her husband's head spin. But in the end, they end up, Goldie Hawn ends up leaving because they don't fit together. And this is exactly, I swear you not, dude. This kind of reminds me of this if you guys are best friends. And it doesn't matter, even if you were lovers, it's like you guys are coming from two different worlds now. You're not in the same world. Like maybe they're still in the party world and you're not. And it's saying that they're not as bad as they were before, right? Because they don't have any disruption. But that doesn't mean just because they're not having disruption just means that maybe they're not ruling the town. You see what I'm saying? They're not getting in, let's put it this way, they're not out getting in trouble, right? But it doesn't mean they're not still going to the bar, going to the club, or doing things that you are not doing. You see what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is, you're two different people. The world. And, if maybe they're the ones that have the family and you're going out to the bar and stuff and you're going, I'm not family orientated like that. You know what I mean? We can always shift it as well. That's too much family. I'm still hitting the clubs because I'm young, or I'm free and I get to do the things I want to do. Everybody has their own story. So either way, it doesn't matter. Because see, you're in your, the world. You have your own world and they have their own world. The two worlds don't match, guys. This is like when two worlds collide. You're waiting for some kind of ships to come in, and they're way over here on their own Eight of Cups. So it's like you're over here with your Three of Wands, and they're over here on their Eight of Cups, or you could vice versa. You're progressing and moving forward, or they're just waiting for ships to come in. However you want to see it, you know it. It's your story. But I'm telling you, for a lot of you, it's lovers. It's really love, and they really want you to be their love. Or, you know, and if it's not love, it's one of those really deep, you used to be my bestest friend and we were the greatest. You know, and we're just like, you know, Thelma and Louise. You're going, that's not going to happen. Right? And it's almost like you got to be careful, though, because they're a little underdetermined to see it from your point of view. See, this is what I was worried about. This is why I wanted this piece here, because once they find out that you're not who they want you to be on your pedestal, when they figured out that you're underdetermined to actually want to take their love back or be their best friend and like rule the world, that you're focused on your own thing while they're overly focused on you, it's going to make them super sad, because they felt like when they ran into you, or maybe they hunted you down, however, found you on Facebook, however it is, this is going to make them very sad, because they thought they were going to get the 10 of Cups with you. They thought that they were going to have everything with you. And they came rushing towards you. It doesn't matter if it was coincidence at the grocery store. It doesn't matter if it was them hunting you down on Facebook. It doesn't matter. They could have heard your name and then somebody gave you their address. It doesn't matter. It was this time where it was like, I lost you and now I found you, and it's going to hurt. Wow. It just got really surreal and kind of sad over here. Right? Because we have to feel bad for them. You know, but you're not, you can't just change your whole lifestyle for someone. So it is very sad. It does. It's sad. Because they feel very emotionally connected. But like I said, you know, you could feel emotionally connected, but it's mostly because of the past. You're feeling it from the past. It wasn't someone that you had on your mind. Maybe they, you know, if you're telling stories, you know, about the past, and they'll come up, but otherwise it's not meant to be. It's done. It's, you know, you're your own emperor. There it is again. You're your own emperor. You are who you are, and they are who they are. They need to go find who they need for themselves. But right now they're going to feel, they're going to feel stuck. Stuck thinking about you. And they just need to let go. Because this is not something that's going to work. You already have someone else that's on your mind. You already have maybe someone else that you're dedicated to, committed to, married to, and maybe you're not. Maybe you're married to your work, you know what I mean, or married to my children. You know, however it is, you have your own world that you're just, having your own thing. And you just, you know, this is just not it. Okay? Wow. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye. Thank you.